Hey guys, Ricardo with Phastek.com. We get plenty of phone calls asking about the first mods that should be done to their Camaro. Today we are going to go over the top 5 starter mods that we typically suggest when a new owner is looking at making their 2016 to 2021 Camaro their own. We are going to go over only 5 of the full list of mods, only because we could be here all day talking about the different things that can be done. There are plenty of things that can be done to make your Camaro your own, but these are some of the most popular that we have seen over the years. Now this list is only our suggestion, and there are a whole lot of different styles or brands that will fill each of these categories. So here we go in no particular order. This is our list of top 5 mods for your 2016 to 21 Camaro. When it comes to engine performance, you want to make sure that you're getting good clean air. An engine is like an air pump, and it responds well to a cool, dense charge that it gets from an intake system. So it's not surprising that a cold air intake would be on our list. Now with the cold air intake, there are different styles available. Open box versus closed box, oil filter versus dry filter, plastic tubing versus metal tubing. In the end, they will all do roughly the same job, some being a bit more efficient than others. Most open box designs will do a great job when it comes to sealing with the factory hood, so there is not much to worry about there. The closed box designs will have more of a factory style look when the hood is opened, but still have the clean looking lines that the factory intake clearly does not have. Remember, the end goal is to improve the air charge that gets into your engine, so most any intake systems will get the job done. It comes down to a matter of what you want the underhood to look like when you're all finished up. Intake systems range in price from $273 to $750, depending on the brand and the style you go with. When it comes to the style of your Camaro, there are a lot of different things to do, but one of the first things we do as car guys that have a niche for modifying cars is get them to close the wheel gap. What plays a factor in finding the perfect set of springs is how you want the car to sit. Do you want to eliminate all the wheel gap or just minimize it? Maybe you're looking for a spring that performs at the track. Either way, there are plenty of options available for the style of driving you do. Take the RST springs I have here. These springs are going to provide one of the most aggressive drops available for the Camaro, with up to 1.5 inch total drop front and rear. The bright red powder coat finish allows them to be noticed by anyone that takes a look at your suspension. The linear spring rate of these springs allows for a lower center of gravity for improved handling when it comes to those heavy acceleration moments. Now, installing a set of springs can sound like a big task, but trust me when I say it's not as bad as it sounds. I will suggest after any spring install to get your car aligned to make sure your tires are tracking true and prevent premature tire wear. As for price, a set of lowering springs will range from $199 to $322 depending on the brand you go with. The next big mod that usually is at the top of most people's list is the exhaust. With most exhaust systems, you will have the option of an axleback or catback, along with some sizing options ranging from the 2.5 inch to 3 inch pipe diameters. And to round out the selection, there is also your choice of material with some brands. The most important part of an exhaust system is going to be the sound. Now, the sound of an exhaust system is completely subjective. What you think sounds good might not sound the same to someone else. But what we can all agree on is that the factory system needs to be swapped, giving us the sound we are looking for. An axleback system is going to be just that. It will replace the factory mufflers, and most will start at the rear axle. So you will have to mark and cut the factory system to fit an axleback in place. I am going to suggest an axleback for those guys that want a slightly more aggressive system when it comes to the factory system, since this option will retain most of the factory piping. A catback system is going to be the system that will replace the entire factory system. So all the piping from the catalytic converters is going to be replaced with the all-new piping that comes with the kits. This option will include hangers and brackets to go right back in the factory location without any major modifications. Most exhaust systems are going to be mandrel bent out of stainless steel and come complete with all the various tip options. To round this up, here's a quick sound clip of some of the options available. Exhaust systems can range from $395 to $2,500 depending on the brand of the system and the style. With keeping in motion to the back half of our car, we are going to talk about something that will give you a new look to the back half of the car. A rear spoiler is going to be one of those upgrades that instantly changes the look of the car in a matter of minutes. Now with this, there are plenty of options to choose from. Something as simple as a wicker bill to add to your factory spoiler or a complete spoiler replacement. A wicker bill will give you a subtle hint that there is something added to the factory looks, or you can go with a complete spoiler replacement. This could come in the form of a Drake style spoiler, something that sits high and aggressive, but still tame enough to have a clean factory look. This version here has a wicker bill integrated into it for an additional race-inspired look. Or you could go with a spoiler from ACS. This spoiler is made out of RTM composite and will have an aggressive style and give you an aggressive look when painted to accent some of the additional areas. For this spoiler, there are also additional wickers that will add to the race-inspired look as well. Wicker bills and spoilers range in the price range from $160 to $800 depending on the style and finish selection. And finally, the last item on our list is most likely going to be the most noticeable, especially since they're going to be some of the first things that car people look at. Your wheels. Now, wheels are something that will give you an instant change to the appearance of your Camaro. There are different styles and finishes available that give you a subtle to completely custom look. Or if you're simply looking for a factory style replica replacement, there is that as well. Some of the most popular styles are going to be the factory style replicas simply due to the size options and cost of the wheels. Since most of the replica wheels are cast wheels, they do have an affordable price range that will fit in most people's budget. And not to mention the size options that go along with these wheels. The replica wheels are made in the most popular size options that allow you to get a bigger tire put on for that larger than life muscle car look. We all know that a larger tire will help with some traction issues that go along with adding power to these cars. Or you can go with something that is a bit custom. Having a set of custom wheels on order allows you to fully choose what style of finish you would like to go with. Something a bit extreme or something a bit subtle that give you a clean look. Also, the higher end wheels are going to be forged, and that has a lot to do with the price of the wheels as well. Prices of these wheels range from $250 for a single wheel to $2,300 for a full set, again depending on the style and brand. So to wrap it all up, this is our short list of first modifications that are typically done to the 2016 to 2021 Camaro. But don't take my word for it. If there is something you think that should be on this list, let me know in the comments below. I would love to see what your first mod list would be composed of. As always, thank you for watching. If you would like any more information about any of the other products that we covered in this video, go ahead and click the link in the description. Also, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.